Hey everyone, the man behind King Size Customs. This is a postscript intro edit to the video I'm about to show for you guys. There's a little bit of language, nothing terrible, but just a little bit of language. So, um, depends what you want your kids to hear. Sorry, I can't not be who I am, right? A leopard can't change its spots. A zebra can't change its stripes. Fish don't stop swimming. So yeah, I will tell you, there is a part in here where you will see how my hair is jacked up. The weather was okay for Atlantic City, but there was nothing I could really do. So, all right, guys, let's let the video roll. And if you're wondering, yeah, the car's parked. I'm sitting in the car. This is about an actual week after I came back from the event. So, alrighty, talk to you guys later. Let it roll. The face you make when you're waiting for the train. What's up, everybody? It's your favorite car collecting hillbilly, the man behind King Size Customs. In a different location. There's no diecast, but you guys already know because I've done parts of this before. But I'm in a hotel room. I went to go see Bert Krisher. The show opens at 6. I'm here at like 5:40 something. It took a while to get in the door, but it was worth it because I want to show you guys something. If I can flip this camera around. One sec. This is my hotel room. I'm on the 3rd floor at the Ocean View Resort. Oh. These curtains, I can't figure out. There we go. That's my view. So, nothing great, nothing bad. This is my resort though. Look at this. King bed, big TV, ultra modern. Might get used, might do some entertaining. Just kidding, everyone. This is the part that blew me away. Toilet hallway. Walk-in shower. And, hold on guys, shower shoes. Oh wow. Dude, that's pretty cool. All right, everyone. We'll talk to you later and see how everything else goes. I gotta clean myself up because I was in Atlantic City and walked from my friend's hotel at the other end of the New Jersey boardwalk. Oh God, we were stupid. Or maybe I was the dumb one, but I'm actually staying in the hotel that Bert Kreischer's performing. So yeah. Oh, by the way, one last thing. Shays Lounge. So yeah, that's pretty much it, everyone. This is beautiful. All right, I gotta go get cleaned up. Doors open at 6. I don't have much time. So anyway. And I got a view of the Ferris wheel. This is a selfie of me at the bar/nightclub. This is the live band. They were pretty cool. Hey everyone, it's your favorite car collecting hillbilly, telling you about my fun time in Atlantic City. So yeah, I'm the greatest videographer and greatest video creator, content creator, whatever label you want to stick on me. Not. So you guys will probably notice I'm not in the same clothes. It's been about a week. Yeah, Easter Sunday was last Sunday. It's been about a week since I been out of Jersey, since that event, and I'm sitting in my car. Well, my mom's car. Anyway, so I did like a video, I thought, at the train station, the little like regional train hub, which, yeah, no seats, nothing. I had to go to a place in Pennsylvania for a friend's child's birthday party. But anyway, so with that, I ended up losing the video. Whatever. So let me tell you about what happened. So Friday, I go to the Wilmington train station to catch the SEPTA. A friend of mine we were supposed to like technically meet each other there, or I didn't even know I was supposed to catch the train. I ended up being on the wrong train track and waiting for the train, and my buddy goes, "You're gonna miss your train, man." He texts me this, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I hop on the train with him. He's like, "Dude, you should have tapped your debit card for the SEPTA key program, or you should go get a SEPTA key." And the time the SEPTA station part of the railroad was closed, and I'm like, damn it. Well, never mind. So then they come walking around with the little like scanner things, and he's like, "Did you tap out at the station?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Okay." Prints me out a ticket. We get to Philly from Wilmington, and that's a fun experience if you've ever had one. I watched a guy actually jump the turnstile. They printed me out like a physical ticket, and I couldn't figure out how to swipe it. And my buddy's getting a little nervous, what's the word? Anyway, you can tell he's getting like disappointed, nervous, anxious. And this woman actually, one of his railroad workers, had to help me scan the card because, anyway. So we get there, we get to the train station. We literally had to run from the SEPTA part down to the New Jersey Transit part, which I love New Jersey Transit's app, man. That thing is awesome. You just buy your ticket straight in the app. They scan your phone once you make sure the ticket's active. So my buddy has to go squeeze the sponge, see a man about a horse. Y'all know. Y'all probably got a bunch about him. Anyway, has to go relieve himself. And we literally had to run to the New Jersey Transit train. So we get there. I ended up buying 2 tickets. He's like, "Well, now you have a ticket for tomorrow." So we were supposed to get there at like 12. We got there around 12. Get off the train at the New Jersey Expo train station, New Jersey Expo Center and train station. The Atlantic City Expo Center and the New Jersey train station. So end up doing that. We go for a walk. We go to the Applebee's, get some eats and something to drink. And that's all cool. And then my hotel, the Ocean Hotel and Casino, which I got absolutely no photos of. You guys saw my room. We end up waiting for that because my check-in isn't until 4 o'clock. We're there at it's about 1:30. So we go to his hotel. He stayed at the Bally's on the complete other end of the boardwalk, which, hey, he wanted a room with a soak tub. I'm like, all right, Mariah Carey, whatever, have your fun. And he's like, "I'm not paying the Ocean Hotel and Casino prices." And I'm like, whatever. So we end up walking the boardwalk after we check in, drop our stuff off. He does an early check-in. He pays for that. And I'm like, "Thanks, man. That's awesome." So go walk the boardwalk. I get a sneaky shot of me. I didn't even realize this till after the trip, and he texted it to me at the Tropicana. We're walking around the Tropicana. He makes sure I get some player cards for that. Get a player card for Bally's. I didn't get one for the Ocean, but whatever. So hang out. It's starting to get late. We're trying to walk to the Ocean, and my legs are killing me at this point, but I'm still walking through. And then we go. He's like, "Hey, dude, I got to leave you here at the check-in desk because I need to go grab some beer from the liquor store and go back to my hotel and get changed. Just go to your room." Because he thought the show was at 6. Turns out the show was 3 hours later, and he's all getting prepared for that. And I'm like, whatever, man. So we go. I get in my room, have that video that you guys have seen. We hang out for a little bit in the casino, and then we go to grab something to eat. Oh my God, this was the worst experience of my life. Being a little dramatic there, but it sucked. We go out. It is cold. It is windy. We're dealing with 25-mile-per-hour winds. I'm getting blown over, literally. I'm getting sucked up in the wind. But, he's one of the friend I was with is one of those guys who will push you to do what's in your best interest. So, and I know you guys have probably heard from me, I hate that term because anytime somebody says I have your best interest at heart, they don't. But anyway, in this case, he actually did. So we go to this pizza shop, and I'm like, dude, on the way back, I'm just getting a lift. He's like, don't do that. Don't do that, dude. And then he's like, dude, you just need to build your legs up. Come on, build your legs up. You know, you can hold on to daddy if you need to. That way you don't get blown away. And I'm like, you're an a-hole. But anyway. So, yeah. End up going, trying to walk back to the casino. And my legs are shot by this time. And he's like, dude, why don't you meet me in where the show is? You know, call me, let me know how you made out. And I'm like, all right, cool. So he leaves me on the side of the Ocean Hotel and Casino. I'm sitting there and waiting. I'm like, dude, this sucks. But anyway, I finally get up and feeling good, walk into the hotel and casino. And mind you, I don't look the greatest. I had gotten a shower. I'm wearing my Coors Banquet t-shirt that you guys probably have seen me wear. So, you know, I look really bad. I look I look really rough. So I go into the hotel and I'm like, hey, I'm here to see a show at the Ovation Theater. And this is the security guard, the first security guard on like the level on the main floor. And he's like, okay, yeah, just go all the way up the staircase and all the way to the back. I'm like, okay, cool. So I go up the escalator, and I'm dying at this point. Feels like I'm dying. Like my chin's going numb, my arms are going numb, my hands are going numb. And like, I'm just dehydrated at this point. I just need to walk on through this. So I talk to the second security guard. Hey, I'm here to see a show at the Ocean Theater and Casino. He asks me for my ID. I'm like, okay, that's a little odd. I'm like, yeah, sure, here's my ID. I am a guest at the hotel. And he's like, yeah, you need to go back downstairs. I'm like, okay. So he hands me back my ID. I go downstairs, go down the down escalator. And then I say, hey, you just saw me. I'm really just trying to get to the Ovation Hall. He's like, yeah, just go back upstairs and all the way to the back, sir. I'm like, all right, cool. So I go up the second, go back up the up escalator. At this point, I'm like, as I'm talking to the security guard, I see 2 New Jersey State troopers come into the casino. And I'm like, well, it's not illegal to ask somebody for directions, so what the hell? Well, I go up the escalator. I start walking. The security guard flags me down. He's like, look, sir, I got to apologize. You match the description of somebody who's not supposed to be here. And I'm like, okay, I know my appearance is all jacked up. And he's like, no. It's not your appearance. You match the description of somebody who's not supposed to be here. My apologies. It's not you. And I'm like, hey, I appreciate it. I stick my hand out. He shakes my hand and he's like, yeah, just to go to the Ovation Hall, you got to walk. Just follow this blue line here. And there was blue carpet. And he's like, just follow it. Go all the way to the back and you'll see the box office. That's where you need to be. I'm like, all right, cool. So I go walk in, and then I get to the Ovation Theater box office, and I got my ticket out on this phone, and, they go to scan my tickets. But before that, I need to take a little break because, again, I've been walking, and it's like, oh, God. So I sit on the stairs to the Ovation Hall because I'm like, everybody's going to be using this up escalator, and I don't want to fall down the up escalator and help somebody have a messed up day. So anyway, I do that. And as I'm sitting on the stairs, I see the same 2 New Jersey troopers. And I'm like, oh, God. They come over here and ask me what I'm doing. I'm going to just explain my full story. Hey, I'm a guest in the hotel. I came to see Bert, Krisher, blah, blah, blah. Here's my ticket. Here's my room key. But luckily, they didn't mess with me. They didn't say anything. They didn't even acknowledge me. So I'm like, all right, cool. And then I get up to the Ovation Hall, and I'm like, hi. I have my ticket out. They scan it. I'm looking at the rows because I got like super close seats. So, well, a super close seat. I'm a cheap guy. I bought one seat for me because I didn't know who was coming with me. I didn't invite anybody. I was doing this purely on one of those like Instagram inspiration things. And it's like things you're supposed to do solo. It's like go to a place you've never been and see a show you really want to see. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I got the time. I got the money. Yeah. So I go, and this one of the ushers sees me, and she's like, well, you got decent seats, but, you're kind of late to the show, and you're kind of in the middle. Do you mind? I'm like, ma'am, I'm blind. Like, I can't And she's like, well, you have some degree of vision. I'm like, yeah, but once the lights go down in that theater, I can't see anything. She's like, okay. So they end up helping me get a seat, and I'm there. Show was amazing. There were 2 comedians. I'm sorry, guys. Drink break. Not sponsored, but show was amazing. I'm sitting on like the end cap, and I'm literally 3 rows away from the stage of the theater. And then, had this one guy come out. He was cool. I was in like the middle of his set. I had a woman come out. She kept making like a lot of off-color jokes, and I'm pretty vocal. And I'm like, oh, when she kept saying some of these off-color jokes. And then Bert Krisher comes out. He's just, being Bert, telling some stories. And there's like one time where he was telling a story about his wife, and I'm like, damn it, Leanne. And he literally stopped and looked. But yeah, fun show. Buddy ends up calling me at the end of the show, and I'm like one of the first people to leave the theater. And he's like, hey, where are you? And I'm like, dude, I just left the theater. I got to go get my meds. This ran a little bit later. I like to gamble, but I don't like to play pressure luck with my life. So, end up getting back to the check-in desk. He beats me to there. He used the escalator. I used the elevator. I'm like, whatever, dude. I'm beat. I ain't walking too much more. So, end up doing that. Dude's like, hey, the security guard won't let me in unless I have a room key. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'll meet you in a few minutes. So, I call him. I'm like, hey, 5 feet behind you, turn around. And he's like, oh, I finally see you. I'm like, all right, cool. So end up going. He's like, holy crap, your room is pretty cool, man. And I'm like, yeah, well, again, I booked my room about a month before. Sorry, guys, I just started an ambulance, and we're not in the most wholesome of areas. But anyway, this is where my supermarket is. So anyway, I'm like, yeah. So booked my room like 3 months ago, dude, and I'm just, slowly paying it off. Or no, I think I bought the room, and then I was slowly paying off the tickets. That's how that went. But anyway, that's unnecessary details. So did that, and then my buddy's like, so what are you going to do now? Tuck yourself in bed? Because, you want to get up early. That way you can go meet your mommy at the train station. And I'm like, nah, man, I'm a little thirsty. I might go down to the essential store, grab a soda, or I might go out to a club. See what the party scene's like. He's like, no, you're not. I'm like, yes, I am. So about 10 minutes after he leaves, I'm still wearing my Coors Light t-shirt, my Coors Banquet t-shirt. I'm dressed like somebody's dad. So I'm just hanging out, and then I end up, it's an ambulance. So I end up just hanging out. I go down to like the casino floor, and I'm walking around, and I see NOLA Lounge and Bar. I'm like, all right, well. I walked past it once, and I'm like, I wonder what the dress code in that place is like. And they had a live band, live cover band. So I go by, I walk past it once, and then I hear them playing Creed, 6 feet from the edge. I'm like, you know what? They're playing Divorced Dad Rock, and I'm wearing a Divorced Dad shirt in here, and my blue jeans. No jewelry, of course, and I'm like, this place is, I'll probably fit in. I literally just walked past the security guard, no issues. Go in there, grab a beer. Well, it took me like 10 minutes to get to the bar. This place was packed, but, they're playing all the 90s hits. I just had a good time. I'll throw a picture of the live band there. And there's a picture of me, a selfie at the bar, because I'm like, my friend's going to want proof that I went there. So, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah. And I was just enjoying myself. So, I didn't really get to talk to too many people. A couple of guys approached me. Not like that. They just wanted to see what was up with me. But, hey, I'm cool. I'm an open figure, even though I look kind of, standoffish. Even though I have a self-described, I'm going to murder you face. But, hey, so that was the thing. That was the main thing. And then the next morning, I get up at like 5:30. Don't know how to check myself out. So I'm like, well, let me just make this bed and then leave. I had everything packed up. I had my shirt laid out for the next day because I was going to a children's birthday party. A first birthday party for twins. So I pack everything up, get my bag, get all my stuff together, go down to the check-in desk, and they're like, hi, how can we help you? And I'm like, I'm just checking out. And she's like, oh, okay, Mr. Creedon on the Visa card? I'm like, yep. So pop in my card. They charged me the resort fee, the $42, which resort fee wasn't bad. I mean, it literally was a resort. There was a water park. I didn't go, but there was a water park in there. And again, the temperatures here on the East Coast aren't too hot. This was like 50 degrees. So, you know, I recommend the Ocean Hotel and Casino. I got a room on the 3rd floor. You guys have probably seen the clip of the view of the Ferris wheel. So anyway, so I go check myself out, and I'm literally like trying to figure out, okay, I'm a 40 minute, according to Google Maps, walk away from the train station. And I'm like, do I get a lift? Oh, there's a taxi here. All right, let me see if there's anybody in it. I hear it go boop, boop. And it's literally the same van I'm sitting in. And the guy walks up and he's like, hi, sir. Where are you looking to go? And I'm like, how much would it cost me to go to the train station? $13. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll take that ride. So guy talks to me. We just chit chat for a little bit. And then I'm like, I ended up having a 20 in my hand. I'm like, he's like, oh, okay, sir. And I'm like, here, I just hand him the 20. And I'm like, keep the change, dude. Because it would have been like $25 to lift there. And I'm like, for $13, I can't beat that deal. So the guy was nice, and it was a taxi. It was perfectly clean. You know, it was a legit taxi with a medallion and everything. So I end up catching the train from New Jersey, Atlantic City, down to Philly. Now, the problem is I could either, this birthday party's at 12. I could either get there at 9:30 and have to wait for someone to come pick my behind up, or wait in the train station and then get the one that's closer to 12. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to just hang out in the train station for a couple hours. So I do that. I end up getting a SEPTA key pass, which if you're traveling, you know, Philly, get yourself one of those. They are awesome. So I end up doing that, and everything works out. Person comes to grab me. It's my mom. Comes and grabs me. We go to the birthday party. Everything worked out perfectly. My mom's like, I'm impressed that you were able to, you know, do all that traveling by yourself. I'm like, hey, sometimes I impress myself. So that's kind of my story. Well, that's not kind of. That is the story of traveling to Atlantic City from Wilmington, Delaware, and going to go see Bert. If you guys have the opportunity to see Bert Krisher and you like that kind of humor, I'm sure you guys all know who he is. He is the machine. You know, fun time. Go do it. I'm glad I actually took the opportunity to, or not took the opportunity, but I'm glad I'm glad I actually did this. And because you guys probably have seen this from who I am and the rest of the videos on this channel. I don't like to go out. I don't like to go hang with people I don't know. You know, the whole club and bar scene I thought wasn't my thing. I mean, I may wear some flashy clothes and some flashy jewelry, but I don't know. You know, I kind of enjoy just me being by myself. But hey, so I will always say this, you know, when given the opportunity and you have the time and the money, go out and do something for yourself. Go see that show. You know, if you can, buy that car that you've been dreaming after. But, you know, this whole kind of traveling by myself, even though my buddy was there for the first half of it, I'm really glad I went and did that, because I proved something to myself that I thought, I'll never travel by myself. But now it's got me looking at, okay, I'll probably find another comedian to go watch that I want to see in Atlantic City. So I'll probably do this again. I'm thinking about going to Las Vegas in 2027 with said friend. And he's like, dude, I'm probably only going to be there for a day. And I'm like, you know what? Do what you're going to do. I'm going to enjoy my Vegas vacation for a couple of days. You know, just hang out in Vegas for a little while. Go see Fremont Street. Because when I went to Vegas for the first time last year, you know, it was a crazy experience, but now I know what I'm dealing with. So that, I was talking to my friend on the train ride to Atlantic City about, you know, there's the Hot Wheels convention in LA. And you guys probably saw my year-end video. There is a music artist that I really would love to go see. However, I got some life goals I want to achieve before that. But in the meantime, if I got the money and she's touring, which Sabrina doesn't really have a tour schedule up yet, but if she's doing Coachella, that makes me think she's probably going to have a tour for Man's Best Friend. So whatever. I mean, I think I told you guys at the time I could have gone to Madison Square Garden. I had the money to go party in the Pit, which would have been really close to her. But at the time I didn't really want to like sit there and try to figure out a hotel situation. My buddy was like, dude, there's hotels right near Madison Square Garden. And it's like, yeah, but how much would I be paying? You know, at the time I could have, here's the way that I put it. I could have afforded the tickets, but I would have struggled a little bit later. So, but who knows? She's probably having another tour, and you may see a video about me going to go see Sabrina Carpenter. You never know. I'm a fan. I'm probably not her target audience, but whatever. So, but yeah, to make a kind of short story long, I will advise anybody, go out, do the things that make you happy if you can afford it. If not, save up. That's the goal that you're working towards. That's the thing that makes me kind of like, I've been complaining about work lately, but that's the thing that kind of keeps me going is, well, yeah, I worked this job to buy me the things to get me through life that I enjoy. You know, I worked this job to pay bills, yes, but I also worked this job to entertain myself. So, and again, I'm not working some physical manual labor job. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying for me, I shouldn't really be complaining because I work a cushy state job. What it is, I can't exactly tell you guys because, again, they're probably also watching this video as I speak. But, yeah, go on that vacation. You know, do those fun things once in a while if you can afford it. If not, save up and plan. There's nothing wrong with saving money to blow money. All right, guys. I'm out of here.